All right, peace. Welcome back. This is another challenge from Spirit to help those who are still a little bit confused on if their person is the one chosen for them or not. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a second. Some more people jump on. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, and these are messages given from the 5D. Okay, this is not, my content is based off of 5D message. Okay, 5D messages to the 3D. All right. So Spirit just wanted me to help you guys understand because there's a lot of people coming into this topic of twin flames where they feel they have met someone special. Okay, and the universe will divide you to the real and fake apart. Okay, because anybody can say that they're the one. Anybody can say that they're the one and not be the one. Okay, we're here to break the illusion. There is an authenticity about the connection that cannot be duplicated. It can be imitated, but it cannot be duplicated. It is not made that way. Okay, your soul has only chose one person per lifetime. One. This is why when you're out there, you can't seem to find no one like this. Okay? You can date as many karmics as you want that may physically fit your illusion. But there is only one. There is only one. All right. People that will try to tell you soulmates. Let me tell you something. Like I explained to people, just like free will is not free. Okay. Free will is not free. You have the will to act, but it is not free. You pay the price, good or bad. Same thing with the journey. Okay. People will tell you you can get a soulmate. All right. Listen to the key word soul mate. Okay, before there was twin flames, there were soulmates, right? Two souls that made it. No, your soul don't want shit to do with anybody else. Your soul knows who it's willing to go through trials and tribulations with. It does not want to go through trials and tribulations with a karmic, what they would call karmic, the illusion. Your soul don't want anything to do with the illusion. It doesn't want anything to do with it. It don't care. Your soul does not care. And I know it sounds rude according to the illusion. It does not care about a marriage certificate because that is a piece of paper and there's a few words that could be, because people can tell lies. That's why they say actions speak louder than words, right? They do not care about the masculine or feminines with their karmics and in relationships with children. They don't care because, see, soul knows what you don't know. Soul knows what you don't know. Soul knows that you're taking a detour when you choose to take the easy route. The easy route, or what you believe is the easy route. The easy route is to just go to somebody who's willing to accept you for who you are. Every connection goes through, no connection on this planet, whether it's divinely given or just karmic relationships, is easy. Everybody gets cheated on because you're not supposed to fornicate anyway, okay? Until you have found that one. And this is why we are at the end of days. It's because so many people have, including myself, has fell for temptation. We have fell for temptation. And we cannot tell the difference between what is right and what is wrong these days. Even when we get that soul recognition and that validation from the universe, we cannot tell the difference because the illusion is so powerful. The matrix is so powerful that it calls you to say, hey, Well, if my masculine or my feminine don't want me, I'm gonna go over here to this karmic real quick and get my nut or have an orgasm and just flow with that because I have a void that I don't want to feel that I'm gonna get somebody else to do it for me, but it won't be permanent. It's temporary. It's a temporary void. Why wouldn't you want infinite? Why why does everybody seem to fall for the illusion? Why does everybody seem to want to accept the illusion that is not permanent? You believe when you're gone, when you die, that it is over. Because this is what the realm told you. The realm told you when you die, it's over. But yet they create the term of spirits and ghosts. And then they created the terms of astral traveling and dreams. But they created that they put in all the answers. See, what's happening is you're fucking yourself. You're fucking yourself over. The information and the truth is out here, but you don't have the willpower, the strength to use your soul as the lie detector to detect the right from wrong. So you become a deceiver of your own mind. You become your own enemy. What you see is what you believe, but you don't know what you see is what your soul sees and not always should believe. So you got to see the difference between the two. You got to know the difference between someone real and someone fake. Now today, you're really gonna have to determine the difference between someone real and someone fake because they don't master the ability to make someone seem real. Whether it's love, whether it's friendships, children, family, you don't know. Your physical being does not know, but your soul does. There is hope. Your soul knows. Your soul knows who your soul partner is, who your journey to oneness should be with. But just because it's not perfect, with the realm makes you think, oh, you gotta have a perfect relationship. You gotta have it in order for it to work. According to the universe, you need to have universal, universal unconditional love. You understand what I'm saying? 3D teach you gotta have a marriage, gotta be perfect, gotta have the white picket fence, and this and that, in order for you to have a perfect relationship. But the desire to seek is still there. I just did this. I got married, or I got in a relationship because I was, I didn't want to be alone. But if you learn to be alone first, you can never be abandoned. See? So a lot of y'all have all these issues within yourself because no one's perfect, not even myself. Everybody had these abandonment issues, but it was only because you was seeking validation. If you're seeking validation, you will be disappointed because no one can give you the greatest of anything but yourself. If you can't depend on yourself to make you happy, then you cannot depend on someone else. You got to start with you first. And this is how you learn to trust yourself in your best judgment. You see what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's spiritual warfare. So you're not battling with anybody. You just want somebody to blame it on other than accepting the responsibility for your own actions. You want to blame your masculine or your feminine runner for being the reason why you're depressed, for being the reason why you're mad, for being the reason why you're happy. You can't blame them. It's a reflection. It's a reflection. It's no different from looking in the water and you're going to blame the water for you seeing the waves. Because if you put yourself in the other shoe, which is the water blames you for looking at it when you shouldn't be looking at the water. Technically, if there was no such thing as the physical mirror, okay, you wouldn't know how to reflect. It would be much easier for you to just look at life without looking in the mirror. You look in the mirror, you want to judge. So guess what you did? You trained yourself to be judgmental. Do an exercise where you know, where you're no longer looking in the mirror at yourself, trying to fix your flaws. Because you know you got flaws. There's no one else's, everybody outside looking in. You trying to look at everybody else to tell you what your flaws are, or at least hide from everybody else so they won't see. Nowadays, everybody's hiding from the fact that they can see your flaws because you can see your flaws. So everybody put on this mask of illusion. So now it becomes hard to see the difference between someone who is solely guided here to be with you on this journey through trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations is just the ups and downs that you guys are going through right now to awakening. Trials and tribulations. Okay? The ups and downs. Nobody said it was going to be the road to easiness, the trials to easy and easier. No, it's the trials and tribulations. Good, the bad, the ugly. And you don't want to deal with the ugly side, but you're seeing the ugly side because you're seeing just how toxic this shit is around you. It's not easy, and it's pretty disappointing. You go from being angry and mad to I'm disappointed to oh well, it's your life, and then you're zen. Everybody else's issues is not your problem. There's a selfish way to be righteous, and there's a selfish way to be evil. A righteous person just know what's best for them, so they're going to stand away to protect themselves. A toxic person will just want to stay away to hurt people. Some people use no contact to hurt others, and some people use no contact to get them triggered to awaken them. You're masculine, you think you masculine, feminine runner use no contact on you, abandonment on you, because tough love will wake you up. But it's not a bad thing that you need to find self love. But then you got some people who do that with the intent to know that they can hurt people to steal your power. There's different ways to do this. It seems the same, but it's different. Can you tell the difference to when the universe is testing you or not? Just look at everything as a test. But you want to make sure you get approval by universe, not the earth, not this 3D matrix. You don't need approval from the 3D matrix to be universal because you're universal in wisdom and knowledge and power, okay, on a universal level, oversees the matrix. That is the glitch, is you overseeing the universal because you'll align with all things once you become universal. Once you tap into that universal God, your twin flame connection, the connection is 5D. You said you want out. You said you want to escape this pain. Well, in order for you to do that, you have to connect back to the 5D where you're no longer feeling the pain. Okay? You return to the essence where it is, where it's, you don't have to, die for the pain to end. You can be alive and be at peace. You can fix your own and tune your own chakras, control your own vessel. It's no different from if you drive you drive in a car. If you being a reckless driver, you're going to be reckless to everything and everybody around you. You won't be safe. But if you're being a safe driver, you'll be a safe person when you make better choices so everybody else could be okay. Because you, on your mind, you as the driver, is a safe driver compared to a toxic driver who is always road raging. See, it's a difference. But you're both doing the same thing, right? Driving a car, okay? How do you know your partner is the one? Your soul knows. The eyes are the windows to the soul, but your eyes can also be deceiving, okay? Your vision, okay, can see the trees, and know that it's beautiful, can see the can hear the sound of the wave and it's beautiful, can see somebody because your soul is a lie detector, okay? Your soul will sit there and look at someone and you will feel like you just met them, but you never met them before, but you know them. And I'm talking about this knowing of, oh, I knew them when I was in 5th grade, so I see them 10 years later and I remember them. Now that's not the same remembrance I'm talking about. I'm talking about flashbacks to past lives where you knew this person, but you didn't know this person from this life. This life didn't have shit to do with your last lives. When you look them in their eyes, you both see the essence of each other. It takes a split second. It takes a split second to tingle in the back of your eyeball, which is your essence saying that be the one right there. Not your vision, so much your essence tapped in and said, hey, yeah, that's the one right there. You saw past that vessel and you both saw each other's soul. But what happened is you wasn't taught. They don't teach you this. They don't teach you how to recognize yourself in someone else. Now, I'm not talking about, narcissists physically mirroring you. They can't mimic your soul, but they can mimic your flesh. See, these are soulless, narcissists are soulless beings. Soulless beings. Okay, which means there was no soul inside their body, it's outside of their body. But they still have a soul purpose that they have not manifested in the body to fulfill. And if you, the other half of their self, can awaken them, because you can, but it takes you to focus on your journey to awaken and help this masculine or feminine embody themselves again. See, they embody themselves just that second. It came and went. You recognize each other and it disappeared, right? And a spark in the eye and it disappeared just as fast as it came. Speed and light. And you saw the essence. That is a real connection. Okay? That is a soul connection. But you're giving it all the power to the being, and you're not giving the power to the essence behind the being, above the being, without the being, outside the being, the universal God of the being. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all praising the body, and it's not reciprocating. See, the energy of this person, it's not inside them no more. You got to understand, people are soulless today. This is the battle. This is the war. Spiritual warfare. What do you think spiritual warfare is? It's the battle of the return to the body, the battle of manifesting back into their shells because something else took over the shells, which is the physical illusion of ego. So the ego drives the wheel. The ego was supposed to be in the back seat where the soul was at. Okay? Meaning that you don't just see the physical form. See, a false relationship between someone is loving their body for what they accomplished. Okay. Oh, they got a nice car, so I'm just gonna mess with them because they got a nice car. Or they're good in bed, so I'm just gonna mess with them only because of that. See, the reason why a lot of us go into separation is because we fall in love with the physical form and we give power to where it's not due. It's not the physical body that the universe wants you to remember. You don't need to remember the body. You need to remember the soul. Remember the essence, the rights and wrongs of the essence and what it told you to do. If the essence of your partner said, hey, look, I will manifest today, but just know that I wasn't being righteous out there. So you don't want to give you too much of yourself to me. Keep your distance. I still have not yet took control of my body. So I'm still unaligned. Okay. The consciousness lets you know this. You get these telepathic messages. I remember you. I miss you. I love you. And they give you this 5D. But you can also get messages from your spiritual family too. Okay, so you got to know the difference because I'm connected to my daughter and I'm connected to my sisters where I could consciously feel them when something's wrong. So you can definitely connect to people telepathically because that's the original language anyway. It's frequency. When you use words, you cast spells, right? When you use these type of tone, model, these tones of voices, you tend to trigger people. So, and back in the whatever days, there was no tone. There was no voice of tone. They probably just use it. Like that's why they use music as manipulation now. And that's why they said people got the gift of gab or stuff like like people lying and shit like that. You tell lies. So it's hard to believe what people are saying. But the only reason why we use it now today is because this is the only way you guys know how to recognize what you're learning. Okay, they don't teach you this stuff. You got to read between the lines. You got to read between the lines of everything that you thought you knew from your parents, from the meaning of children. Okay, we called them children. Okay, and we gave it meaning and definition. But to the spirit realm, children are nothing but portals, vessels being coming through the portal of their mother. The mother's womb is the portal to this realm, and it, it's just a lot that has gone on for centuries that we have got confused. The goal is to come back here to remember the program. You have to reset the program. And it's not like anything other than you got to put the program together. You got to send down beings like myself and others who are awakening to change the matrix by changing the matrix in your mind. By changing, you got to live it. You are the program. And when you're no longer working anymore, they will send another program down. Okay? But that is the goal. Putting two, it's like if you put the negative and positive together, it burns out. Like you got like separation. Separation is good for you. Actually, it's good. It don't matter how long you're in separation for. It's good because if you're in connection with this person, they will continue to hurt you if you have not yet healed. Everything they do will trigger you. It will trigger you to the point where you you tend to want to give up. You just don't know. You're confused. Okay? So you want to recognize the difference between what is real and what is fake. You have mothers and fathers. Some of us have mothers and fathers, but you think that everybody is happy go lucky because you don't know nothing about them. You don't know nothing about them until they tell you. Then you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. So now I understand why you act the way you do. Well, if you knew your partner was in and out his vessel daily, damn near every minute, second, hour, the universe tries to embody himself, okay, you would know that every day they deal with a battle. And as well as you're dealing with a battle every single day, all day long. You ain't the only person going through this. It's a worldwide, every being, every human being on this planet. Now, I'm not talking about AI beings. I'm talking about human beings, brought through the cycle of the universal God, not the AI God. You got a difference there. It's a difference between the universal God and the AI God. AI God is okay with AI shit. Okay? That's the matrix. AI God is the matrix. Your job is to reprogram this matrix that they programmed within themselves because nothing is greater than the creator that created all things, not just this material things. See, AI created material things. You were created by the essence. So you must remember that. They out here creating sex dolls. I told y'all. If you're creating sex dolls, you know they got other shit. Don't deceive yourself no more. This is what the journey does. The journey exposes the weird shit on this planet, and you must be absorbing this shit so that you can defeat the program. You were given that red pill of truth, the kiss of truth, and you have been triggered. Do your job. Know the difference. So you become a karmic, you're okay with it. You become part of the toxic behavior. They recruited you. It's in the Matrix. They got the guy who's the agent that's always recruiting people. Okay? You came to me. I didn't recruit you. To be recruited is somebody coming up to you face to face and said, hey, this is what you need to believe in. Believe in this. You came to me. It's a difference. You come to your teachers. It's a difference between someone coming to you and telling you what to think. You came to me. My wisdom is out there. It's in the ether. Those who resonate, which means come to, okay? You came to. But you don't know the difference between resonating, then not resonating. To force resonation is to do stuff because they're doing it. Is to cheat because they're cheating. Tit for tat shit. You don't need to tit for tat. You need to be patient. No tit for tat. Oh, you would have come. You toxic. You be a toxic download, and they will get rid of you. When both the matrix and the universal God see that you toxic to both ends, they'll get rid of your programming, which is death of the body. You don't want to be a target to either one of them. You don't want the wrath of God or the wrath of the AI God. Okay? It just equals ejection of the body. You'll be a defective vessel. Your awakening is for you to no longer be asleep and to wake up. If your universal God woke your ass up, you better respect it. And you need to listen to the universal God, not that AI God that tell you to keep watching porn or to uh, be overly sexualized where you got to buy vibrators or fake pussies and shit or sex dolls and shit. That's an AI God. Universal God said, hey, this is your partner. Be patient and wait till the time is right, till they wake up. You got work to do. They got work to do. We got cleansing to do. We got shit to do first. There's work, and that's it. Get the work done. And when you guys wake up, the universe will bless you abundantly for doing your work. You work for universe first. You work for that universal God first, which is your soul. Your essence is always first. First gut instinct. First. Anything after that is deception. And it's only going to come around once. The universe is only going to keep telling you once at a time. It's not going to keep telling you over and 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 over that this person is yours or this person is not. This person is good and that person is not. Because then once you've made your choice to listen, you'll be good. But if you make your choice not to, you'll be deceived and you'll go on a cycle again. It's just that simple. Go with your first gut instinct. If your first gut instinct is not overpowering your ego, you meditate. To meditate is to quiet everything else around you on the 3D, which means take your ass away from AI for a while and sit down somewhere in nature or find the nearest closest nature that they got, like a beach or a desert or something. Not no artificial place where it was placed there. That's AI. You don't want AI healing. You want universal healing so you'll get close to nature as possible. And not all crystals are real crystals. AI makes crystals too. AI know how to put chemicals together too. And you'll be not getting full power from some crystals. So you need to just find, your soul will tell you where to go. It will tell you to go to the forest. It'll tell you where to go. It'll tell you to get out of the popular cities, stay out the clubs, you know, stay out these expensive ass restaurants, stop going to Safari to get your fucking makeup. That shit ain't all organic. It's telling you, see, everything has the imitation of universal God in it. They tell you it's organic. Even organic food is not organic because it cannot be organic if it is grown at a processed farm or processed building, or either even if it is bought out, you can't plant nothing outside today. It won't be artificial because they got that bullshit in the sky, contrails and chemtrails coming down in air. You're breathing jet fuel and all this shit in. Shit, you're becoming unofficial. And this is what the universe is trying to tell you, that you must stop toxic programming from doing this shit. So you got to know the difference between real and fake. You got to know the difference between a real reader and a false reader, a real teacher and a false teacher, a real coach and a false coach. You don't know your children going to school, they're being programmed. Programmed to do what? Believe something other than itself. Shit, nowadays, you don't have to send your kids to school. You can teach them from home, homeschool. The option is out there now. The choice is yours. But if you want to party and chill and hang out and do all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Then be around your children all day, then you just love your AI God. Who do you serve? Your soul or the illusion? Okay? If you notice in the movie The Matrix, right? They put the information out here. It's right in front of your damn face. All right? Why it's taking you guys this long is because you choose willingly to be ignorant. You're choosing. Your fault. You choose to. If you don't want to be willfully ignorant no more, you wake your ass up and start seeing the common sense of all things. So it's called common sense. Okay? Common sense. Come in and sense your senses. You got to use the right guidance so you can tell the difference. You are a walking lie detector. You are a walking lie detector. You don't need a piece of paper to validate you. You don't need nothing. You don't need a birth certificate. You don't need nothing to validate who you are because that is all AI. They keep the program of you. Your God said you exist and you need to know you exist. Universal said you exist because I said you exist. Nothing other. Now, if you're using these programs to get you through the program, it's different. You just need to know who your leader is, and your leader is not AI. Your leader is universal, universe, soul, universal. Okay, you gotta stop at like, oh, I love my iPhone. I love my my cell phones and computers and stuff, and it tells me how everything goes. It tells me the day of the week. It tells me what time of the day it is. You don't need that. Universe got answers for you. Universe say, hey, look, it's about to rain today. You look into the sky, you can tell it by yourself. You can tell where the sun is at, like they used to do back in the days before the shit was created. You got to take it back there. Take it back to the ancient days. You guys sweating Gucci, Prada, Louis, and all this shit. Just for what? It's a piece of clothing with a brand on it. Because you guys are programmed. You love it. You love your devil. So how would you know the difference? You'll get a glimpse of what the real world looks like. You're living in a false world within a world, and you're limited and not limitless. See, what the universal law is limitless, and it don't mean just to do all things like be wicked and do all this stuff that wicked people do. That's the devil's work. See what happens when universe gives man or being, man being, meaning being, the power. They want to go against the creator. They want to go against the universe instead of saying, hey, I'm walking with you, universe. That's not what the devil does. The universe said, I'm gonna use the freedom, the power you gave me, and it's backfiring. This is why they say we're at the end of the days, because it's backfiring. Okay, the light is being shined bright. Everything's happening for a reason. You're running into your partner for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. If you die sooner than you're supposed to, it wasn't no mistake, it was for a reason. Because they created you just like your parents would say, I created you, I can take you out. Well, what you think the universe could do? See, if the universe wanted to, the universe could just wipe the whole program, and it done it before, it could do it again. And if we don't change and listen to our universal father, mother, okay, we won't, we will be wiped out with everybody else. Nobody will be saved. And only those that be saved is those who have a light frequency of energy. See, y'all got to save your power, because when you die or leave this vessel, your power will determine the next realm you're able to go into. See, your power, your soul is determines where you're gonna go next, where you're able to go next. No different from school. If you don't pass the grade, you're gonna either repeat it or you're gonna get left back. Well, that's the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. So which one do you want to be? Want to be somebody that passed your grade or somebody that failed it? You're in school now. What have you learned? And I'm not just talking about on my channel, just life in general, from when you were a child all the way up until who you are today. See, this connection. See, a real connection, a real connection will make you tap into your past to remember what you took in your past life, okay? Who you was in your past life. But you forgot. See, you forgot why you came here because that's the programming. How can you fix the programming? By allowing people to wake up naturally. See, they place it here every single day. You wake up. Every single moment you wake up. But as long as you pick up your phone and you see, oh, so and so got this, or so and so twerking, or they got a cute outfit on, or that's a nice thing to go buy there, and this and this and that, it brings you back into the illusion. It sucks you right back in by choice. You want to train yourself? Step away. Learn how to let go. You know what I'm saying? That's how you train yourself in this matrix, is to learn how to let go of the illusion. Because even you have to still let go of your AI. The universe will always be there. AI is temporary, you know? Throw some water on it, it's gone. Universe can't be destroyed. It can only be distracted. But even that's not permanent. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta learn the difference between your partner and learn the difference between the body, the food you eat, the people you're around. You yourself is not fully original. The water you drink, the makeup you're putting on your face, the food you eat, the way you speak. If you speak doubt, hate, envious, and jealous in the air, you are a toxic person. You may be on a spiritual journey, but like I said, you wicked motherfuckers has infiltrated the spiritual community and took it and masked it and decided to flip the script. And then when somebody like me come along and speak your language but trigger you egotistically, I don't like your voice. I don't like your message. I don't care. Because I know that by you not liking me, it works. Your haters are your motivators. You understand what I'm saying? It's working. Do you understand me? God, to be of a light being don't mean that you can't, while you breaking out of your program, hit the program with itself. You gotta reflect the program itself. Okay? And it can't tell the difference between who is who. There's two ways to do everything. You pick your side and you stick to that path. Ain't no jumping from one to the next to the other to the other to the next to the next. No, you stay on that path. All right, I don't even know where this thing shut off at. Um, but yeah, this thing shut off, so I don't even know where I stopped at. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, so as I was explaining, just gotta, I don't even know where I left off at because my phone shut off. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna run the video back to see where I stopped, and if I missed a couple of important keys, then I'll definitely do a part 2 of it. Peace and blessings to everybody that jumped on.